Hi, my name is Amy Jo, and I am an alchemist. I don't have any other word for it, but an alchemist. I change chemistry, and I do it in very profound ways, but only by using my words and my intentions. I sometimes use a pendulum just for a focal point of what to do. There's been a lot of talk about non beneficial energy that's coming off of our power sources and things like that. um, I teach classes, locally here, and I'll take people and I'll say, okay, pick up your cell phone and we're going to muscle test. And we do the muscle test where you put your arm out and say, okay, go off into pairs. I want you to pick up your phone, put your phone to your ear, hold your arm out, and then when somebody pushes their arm, they just go, ugh, they can't hold it up. And so then I say, okay, just take your phone in your hand and say, I change the energy of this phone to be beneficial for my health. I change the energy of this phone to be beneficial for my health. Now, I didn't learn this from my guides. I learned this from a man named Joy Korn, who's a great dowser. Anyway, I have shared this information, and people they just are so shocked that when they put the phone back up to their ear and they go to muscle test, they're just solid as a rock. So if you're afraid of the energy that's coming from your phone, from your power line, from your power source, test muscle test it. There are many ways of muscle testing. I'd like to take time to teach you a couple, but I'm not sure I've got that. Uh, uh, One way of muscle testing can be to just like resist this finger and push down, and when you make a yes positive statement it'll stay strong, and when you hit a no it'll go down. And so then you can test and say, how is the energy of this? Is it below neutral, and it'll stay strong? Is the energy of this phone before it was ever adjusted below the energy of was it below the energy of neutral? Was it on a scale of plus 10, minus 10? Was it a minus 10? And start coming up. I kind of cut it in half for increments and say, was it a minus 5? Minus 5, and then minus, if it's above that, and then you say, or is yeah, it was at a minus 7? No. So it was like a minus 6, yes. So I kind of go back and forth. I don't know if I made that clear or not. But the muscle testing isn't important to know. It's kind of fun to know so that you can feel it. So that's one way of testing. Another way is to say a yes and it stays strong, and if you say no, you can pull it apart real easy. So you can test again and say, is the power of this above neutral? Now, is the power of this above neutral? Yes. Is it above plus 5? Yes. Is it above plus 7? No. Is it above a plus 6? No. Is it a plus 5? Yeah. So it is a plus 5. So you can use those simple muscle testing techniques. Like I said, there's this one, there's this one. And then there's one that I saw the other day. I saw a video. You know how YouTube turns on a video and you don't want it on and you're trying to turn it off? I was trying to turn it off, and in the meantime, this woman was showing that she muscle tests by asking yes questions and no. Yes and no, and allows her hand to fall. And I really like that. I wish I knew who posted it. So if you know who that is, share with me, because I'd love to watch your video. I only saw it in the minute I was shutting it off. So anyway, let's go back to your power. Now y'all know how to muscle test. Let's go back to the power of the house and say, I, we can make demands. I demand that my energy of my house be made beneficial to all of the occupants. My wording is usually, I hit all power lines. When I'm driving any power line, my husband will attest, I'm clearing and blessing. I'm clearing and blessing these power lines. Because so many negative thoughts about energy. We're all so freaking afraid of everything. Get off it. You are powerful. You are really, really powerful. If you knew that, you would stand in fear of nothing. So just step into enough. I am powerful. I can do this. And just when you ask the energy, I ask that all non-beneficial energies be transmuted to beneficial. Sometimes I'm standing in the shower saying, I am scrambling the frequency of inorganic matter in my system and changing it to organic, pure matter. And so it'll be removing toxins and things. but I had a demonstration of how powerful I am at being able to change the energy. I had a plastic cup. I'm looking around to see if I have one. It was a Rubbermaid cup. I had been learning about charging water by bringing my energy up and then putting my energy around the sides of the glass and charging the water in the glass. And I could test how good the water was for me, or how well charged it was, and then how I was using a pendulum and saying, I found that I could charge a glass of water to 100% charge in about 12 seconds. And so I took this plastic cup and I put the charge in, and I thought, boy, that didn't feel like it went through that plastic cup very well. So I thought, I wish I had a glass, but I was in a bike shop with concrete floors. We didn't have glass in there of any kind. So I thought, well, maybe I'll talk to the alchemical structure of the molecular structure of this Rubbermaid cup and ask it to change its molecular structure to become that of glass, so that I could charge my water with just a plastic cup. And I mean, if I'd have gone over the top, that would have been fine, but I was learning this way. So anyway, I changed the structure of it, and then I tested it again. I dumped it out, put new water in it, charged it for my normal prayer that I did, and asked what percentage, and it said it got 100%. I thought, wow, that's really something. So I went over to, my best friend was working just a couple doors down in a gift shop, and so I walked around the corner to her and I said, hey, pull out your pendulum. And I had brought two, one that I had adjusted and the other one. They were identical cups, and I sat the cup that wasn't adjusted down, and I said, here, just adjust your water the way you do through the sides. And so she did, and I said, what percentage of charge did that get? And she got 30%, same as I did. And I said, now here's another cup, put fresh water in it, and said, now charge that. And she charged it, and I said, what percentage did that one get? And she goes, 100%. And I said, yeah, I thought the plastic was slowing it down, so I asked to adjust the molecular structure to that of glass. And she's like, oh my God, Amy Jo, you're an alchemist. About that time, a woman came up to buy something, and she sat her bag on the counter where we were working, and she knocked my glass plastic cup to the floor, and it broke into 8 pieces. Have you ever seen a plastic cup break into 8 pieces? We were just like, ha, ha, and then what I had thought I had done, and it broke like a banana peel. It broke into 8. So we really do what we intend to do when we have enough belief behind it. Work on your beliefs. Work on strengthening your beliefs. Say, I place myself in a full court of atonement with myself and my belief in myself and the power that I am and who I really am. I place all my doubts into a court of atonement to remove them. Anyway, I hope this helps you. Get out there and adjust your energy around you, adjust your drinking water, adjust the food you're eating for it to be beneficial, and you will begin to see changes. Thank you so much for being interested. Love y'all. Bye-bye.